You've heard that sipping bone broth is the answer to staying strong after 60. But what if science says otherwise? Every decade after 40, your body can lose up to 8% of its muscle, quietly fueling a worldwide crisis of weakness and lost independence. Yet most people never hear about the natural broths with 8 times the collagen of beef bone broth, fish skin, and chicken feet. They're easy, underrated, and they may be the game changer in forget bone broth. This food fights sarcopenia and builds muscle. Why are these forgotten foods more powerful than protein shakes and pricey supplements for fighting age-related muscle loss? The answer could change the way you age, starting right now. Muscle loss doesn't just happen overnight. It's a slow, silent process that begins decades before most people feel weaker. According to the National Institute on Aging, adults lose an average of 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade after turning 40. That rate accelerates past 60, making everyday movements, standing up, climbing stairs, even carrying groceries, feel heavier year by year. The reason isn't just inactivity. Inside the body, muscle fibers themselves begin to shrink and change. Fast twitch fibers, which give you power and balance, are the first to fade. Meanwhile, hormones like testosterone and IGF-1, which help build and repair muscle, drop steadily with age. By the time someone reaches their 70s, muscle strength can decline by as much as 3% each year. This isn't just about looking fit. It's about the ability to stay independent, avoid falls, and recover from illness or injury. Scientists now recognize sarcopenia, the technical term for this muscle loss, as a major threat to health and quality of life, affecting up to half of adults over 80. Yet most people never realize it's happening until the effects are hard to reverse. The numbers tell a clear story. Without action, muscle loss is nearly universal with age. But understanding why it happens is the first step toward fighting back. A simple stumble can change everything. For millions of older adults, muscle loss isn't just a number on a chart. It's the reason reaching for a top shelf or stepping off a curb feels risky. By age 80, up to half of all seniors live with some kind of mobility limitation. That might mean shuffling instead of striding, needing help to get out of a chair, or giving up favorite activities because the body just won't cooperate. Everyday tasks, carrying laundry, gardening, even walking the dog, start to feel like uphill battles. The risk of falling rises sharply as muscles weaken, and a single fall can mean a broken bone or a long stay in the hospital. For many, it's not pain that signals a problem, but the slow loss of confidence, skipping social events, saying no to family outings, or hesitating at the stairs. These aren't rare stories. Studies show that after 80, nearly 1 in 2 people struggles to move freely without assistance. The consequences ripple out: less independence, more time indoors, and a higher chance of needing long-term care. But none of this is inevitable. Understanding what's really at stake is the first step toward protecting the freedom to move, connect, and live on your own terms. Collagen isn't just a beauty buzzword. It's the hidden scaffold that holds your muscles together and keeps you moving. Picture every muscle in your body as a bundle of strong fibers woven tightly inside a flexible, supportive net. That net is called the extracellular matrix, or ECM. Collagen is the main thread in this net, making up nearly a third of all the protein in your body. As you age, the production of new collagen slows down. The threads start to fray, the net weakens, and muscles lose the sturdy support they need to contract, stretch, and repair after everyday use. When you eat collagen-rich foods, your body breaks down the long protein chains into smaller pieces called peptides. These peptides, especially D and tripeptides, appear in your bloodstream within just a few hours of eating. They act like a specialized repair crew, delivering the raw materials your body needs to patch up the scaffold around your muscle fibers. Glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline are the star workers here. They're found in high amounts in fish skin and chicken feet broths, but are missing or scarce in most plant proteins and even in popular whey shakes. This collagen network does more than just hold things together. It's responsible for transmitting force when you stand up, walk, or lift groceries. It cushions your joints, absorbs shock, and helps your muscles bounce back after a workout or a stumble. When the scaffold is strong, muscle fibers can grow thicker, recover faster, and resist injury. But when collagen is in short supply, the net starts to sag. That's when muscle loss speeds up, and simple movements start to feel harder than they should. Modern research confirms that regular intake of collagen peptides can reinforce this internal scaffold. In clinical studies, older adults who consumed 10 to 15 grams of collagen daily, paired with gentle resistance exercise, gained more lean muscle and reported less joint pain than those who relied on diet alone. The secret is consistency. Collagen peptides need to show up in your bloodstream day after day to keep the repair process going. So, while high-protein diets have their place, it's the quality of the support structure that often determines how well your muscles hold up over time. Collagen is the backbone of that support, quietly working behind the scenes to keep you steady, strong, and ready for whatever life brings next. In controlled laboratory settings, researchers have measured exactly what happens when older adults add collagen to their daily routine. One landmark trial followed a group of men over 70 who combined 15 grams of collagen peptides with light resistance training for 12 weeks. The results were striking. Participants gained an average of 1.8 kilograms of lean muscle, while those who skipped the collagen saw less than half that improvement. Even more impressive, tests of quadriceps strength, using a dynamometer to measure torque, showed a significant boost in leg power. These aren't just numbers on a page. They translate directly to stronger steps, steadier balance, and greater confidence with every movement. To dig deeper, scientists tracked a key biomarker called PICP, which signals new type 1 collagen production in muscle and connective tissue. After just 4 weeks, blood samples revealed a marked rise in PICP levels among those supplementing with collagen, confirming that the body was actively rebuilding its internal support network. This isn't about theory or wishful thinking. It's about measurable change, captured in real time by the lab. Dr. Stuart Phillips, a leading authority on protein metabolism at McMaster University, puts it simply: the type and timing of protein, especially collagen, can make a meaningful difference in muscle retention among older adults. His team's work, published in top medical journals, shows that collagen's unique amino acid profile helps reinforce the scaffolding around muscle fibers, making each contraction more efficient and every movement easier. These findings have shifted how experts think about muscle health after 60. Collagen isn't just a cosmetic ingredient. It's a functional ally, proven to help seniors reclaim strength and independence. With the science in place, the question becomes, where can you find the best sources of collagen in your kitchen? Maria, age 72, starts her morning with a ritual that's as simple as it is powerful: a steaming cup of fish skin broth. She credits this habit with easing her knee stiffness and giving her the energy to join her grandkids for yoga in the park. Fish skin broth delivers between 1.5 and 4 grams of collagen per cup, enough to give your muscles the raw materials they need for daily repair. Unlike traditional bone broth, fish skin broth is almost pure type 1 collagen, the kind that forms the backbone of your muscle's support network. But there's more. Fish skin broth contains trace amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation and support recovery after gentle exercise. Preparing it at home is straightforward. Start with half a pound of fresh fish skin. Cod, tilapia, or salmon work well. Rinse thoroughly, then add to a pressure cooker with 8 cups of water, a splash of apple cider vinegar, and a pinch of salt. Vinegar helps extract more collagen from the skin. Add a slice of ginger and a few scallions for flavor. Pressure cook for 90 minutes. When finished, strain and cool. The broth should have a light, silky texture and a delicate aroma. Maria sips hers plain, but you can add a squeeze of lemon or stir in some chopped herbs for variety. 1 cup in the morning, another in the evening, and you're giving your body a steady supply of collagen peptides, building blocks for stronger muscles, steadier joints, and a more resilient frame. For Maria, it's more than a recipe. It's a daily act of self-care that keeps her moving and connected to the people she loves. Chicken feet broth stands out as a traditional remedy that's finally getting scientific attention, especially for older adults looking to support both muscle and joint health. Unlike fish skin broth, chicken feet deliver a unique mix of collagen types, most notably type 2, which is concentrated in the cartilage that cushions your joints. Each cup of well-prepared chicken feet broth contains roughly 2.5 to 5 grams of collagen, depending on how long you simmer and whether you use a pressure cooker. That's enough to make a meaningful difference when enjoyed regularly. The real advantage comes from the combination of collagen and natural joint-supporting compounds like chondroitin and glucosamine, which are released into the broth during slow cooking. These nutrients are the same ones found in expensive supplements, but here they're delivered in a warm, nourishing form that's easy to digest. Type 2 collagen, in particular, is prized for helping to maintain cartilage integrity, making it easier to stay active and pain-free as you age. A simple recipe starts with a pound of cleaned chicken feet, simmered with ginger, garlic, and a splash of vinegar to boost collagen extraction. After 4 hours on the stove, or 90 minutes in a pressure cooker, you'll have a rich golden broth that gels when chilled, a sign of abundant collagen. Seniors in community pilot programs who added chicken feet broth to their daily meals often reported greater comfort during walks and less stiffness in the mornings. While clinical trials on chicken feet broth itself are still limited, emerging research on collagen peptides shows that regular intake can reinforce connective tissue, making it easier to enjoy gentle exercise and daily routines. For many, this humble broth is more than comfort food. It's a practical ally for staying mobile and independent. Even the best collagen-rich broths can't protect your muscles if you're eating foods that work against them. 3 common choices, white rice, alcohol, and bacon, can quietly sabotage all your progress, especially after 60. The trouble starts with white rice. It's easy, familiar, and shows up on dinner tables worldwide, but its high glycemic index sends blood sugar soaring. When that happens, insulin levels spike, and research suggests that repeated insulin surges can blunt the body's ability to synthesize new collagen. Over time, this means the repair crew you've worked so hard to supply with fish skin or chicken feet broth is suddenly short on materials. Alcohol is another hidden obstacle. Even moderate drinking increases cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Elevated cortisol breaks down muscle protein and slows collagen formation, making it harder to rebuild strength after exercise. Studies in older adults show that regular alcohol intake, even just a few drinks per week, can tip the balance toward muscle breakdown, especially when paired with lower protein diets. Then there's bacon. It's more than just a breakfast treat. It's a processed meat loaded with nitrites, saturated fat, and compounds that trigger inflammation. One marker, C-reactive protein, or CRP, rises after meals rich in processed meats. High CRP levels are linked with slower muscle recovery and weaker connective tissue. Over months and years, this chronic inflammation can erode the gains you're making from collagen-rich foods, leaving muscles more fragile and joints less resilient. Margaret, 87, learned this lesson firsthand. She spent months sipping chicken feet broth, hoping for stronger legs, but always paired it with a bowl of white rice and a glass of wine at dinner. Her muscle tests barely budged. When she swapped rice for quinoa and cut back on alcohol, her strength improved within weeks. If you want every sip of broth to count, steer clear of these 3 foods. Protect the investment you're making in your health, and you'll give your muscles the support they need to stay strong, steady, and ready for what comes next. Helen, age 70, never thought she would see the top of her apartment stairs without stopping to catch her breath. But after just a month of small, daily changes, she surprised herself and her neighbors by climbing all 3 flights in one go. Her secret was not a gym membership or a fancy supplement. It was a simple routine built around gentle movement, steady hydration, and timing her meals for maximum benefit. Every morning, Helen starts with a slow stretch and a walk around the block. 2 or 3 times a week, she adds light resistance, using a pair of soup cans or a stretchy exercise band for chair squats and arm curls. Studies show that even 20 minutes of resistance exercise, done 2 or 3 times a week, can help older adults gain muscle and improve balance. Helen keeps it flexible. Some days it is gardening, other days it is dancing in her kitchen. Hydration is non-negotiable. Helen fills a large pitcher every morning and aims for 8 cups of water by bedtime. Water is essential for collagen's work in the body. Think of it as the glue that keeps the scaffolding strong. Dehydration can make muscles feel stiff and slow recovery after activity. For Helen, drinking a cup of broth counts toward her daily total, and she often sips warm chicken feet broth after her afternoon walk. Meal timing matters more than most people realize. Helen spaces her protein and collagen-rich foods throughout the day, aiming for a serving at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Research suggests that spreading protein evenly supports muscle repair better than loading it all at once. For her, that might mean fish skin broth with eggs in the morning, a hearty soup at lunch, and grilled chicken with vegetables at dinner. Consistency is Helen's quiet superpower. She tracks her progress by jotting down what she eats and how she feels each day. After 30 days, she noticed her legs felt steadier, her energy lasted longer, and the stairs became just another part of her routine. Helen's story is proof. Small daily habits, gentle exercise, steady hydration, and mindful meals can add up to real strength, no matter your starting point. By age 80, up to 50% of older adults experience significant mobility limitations due to muscle loss, as recognized by the World Health Organization and ICD-10 guidelines. Today, research confirms that collagen, making up about 1/3 of our body's protein, plays a measurable role in supporting muscle structure and function after 60. Studies show that broths made from fish skin or chicken feet can provide 5 to 18 grams of collagen per serving, offering a practical way to boost daily intake. Yet, the long-term effects of food-based collagen on sarcopenia are still being studied, and no single diet guarantees prevention. What is clear, combining collagen-rich meals with regular movement and avoiding foods like white rice, alcohol, and bacon can help maintain strength and independence. The evidence shows that simple, consistent changes matter. As case studies and clinical trials continue, one fact remains: every meal and every step can contribute to a stronger tomorrow.